wait, no, it's line 2. Can we pick up line 2?
Pick up line 2, please?
Lisa. Yeah.
Lisa, I'm getting hammered by people like Lisa, and I understand. Hi, Lisa. How are you?
Hi, Glenn. How are you?
Very good.
Good. Okay. I agree with everything that you're saying about Newt Gingrich.
But.
However, when you go on national TV and you say that you would rather see Ron Paul become the president over Newt Gingrich, that seems to me to fly in the face of everything that you have been saying for years. And keep in mind,
wait a minute.
I listen
Hold on,
to you every
it's exactly
single day.
Hold on just a second. How is that the opposite of what I said? I disagree vehemently with Ron Paul's foreign policy. I think his foreign policy is a danger to the country, a danger to Israel. I absolutely agree with that. But I agree with Ron Paul economically, his small government, and everything else. How is
and his constitutional adherence?
So how is this? If I had a choice between Newt Gingrich or Ron Paul, I know who Newt Gingrich is. Newt Gingrich is a progressive. So I don't think there's anything that I'm more against than progressives. Is there?
Apparently there is. But wait,
wait. Apparently there is.
Yes, because, Glenn, if we have to ask ourselves, we already have large government. We're beyond
no, Lisa, you don't.
Wait, let me just ask you this question. If we have to make a choice between a conservative progressive on national issues...
There's no such thing as a conservative progressive.
Or a president that is going to allow Iran to have the bomb and allow the Middle East...
Lisa, listen. You don't understand where we are. You're only saying the Middle East, and that is true. But I have news for you. Did you read about President Hu and China, what's happening with China, and what President Hu said yesterday? He said to his Navy, prepare for war against the United States. So listen to me, Lisa. Listen to me, please. Prepare for war against the United States. Now, you can say all you want about Ron Paul, but I'm telling you right now that you have another progressive. What you're about to go into is a severe, significant depression. What happens when the world... Look at World War I. The United States stood off on the periphery for a while, and the whole damn war was orchestrated. The same way with World War II. There were things that we did or didn't do in all countries that built that thing up. So you can see them coming every time. But what happens? In each world war, the world is completely redesigned. Completely redesigned. Now, I have news for you. I am not going to live in a world that has been completely redesigned and re-engineered by a group of progressives, Fabian socialists, fascists, and communists. I'm not going to live in that world. You don't survive in that world. Period.
But what's the alternative?
The alternative is freedom, and don't count people out. The freedom factor is kind of an important thing. You'll be enslaved by a giant government. You're not talking... When I talk about progressives, remember, progressives, the whole idea was to have fascism. Fascism, if you're on the right, left is communism. That's why you have Barack Obama running with all the communists. And I'm telling you, you will have a fascist state if you allow economic conditions, if you allow this, if you allow the end game to be played the way it was set up back with Theodore Roosevelt, Woodrow Wilson, and all the rest of them. If you have an end game played and a progressive in office, you will either have a communism or totalitarianism of some sort. It will happen. Look at what they're passing in Congress right now. Now is your last line. This is it. This is your last rope. You hold on to freedom and you hold on to the Constitution, or you play the game that they've wanted you to play and have been pushing you into, but we've all been so blind, pushing us into for the last 100 years. You have to make a choice. Do you believe in the Constitution? Do you believe in freedom? Do you believe in the individual or not? I will take my chances with the power residing as close to the individual as possible. You're at the end, Lisa. You're at the end. Which do you
choose?
Even
if that means Iran gets the bomb, that's okay.
No, that's not okay, Lisa. That's not okay.
He's been telling us to.
Yeah, but you are not looking at the other side of the equation. The other side of the equation is, okay, they don't get the bomb, but you're in slavery. You have lost the Constitution. Which do you choose?
Well, I don't know, Glenn. I'd rather Israel and the United States exist than not exist. You know
so you're talking about, you're not understanding what he said. Well, you're going to lose America from the inside, as opposed to losing it from
you have a
the
fighting
outside.
Lisa, you have a fighting chance if man is free and you have the Constitution. So what? We lose Washington. I count on myself. Freedom fighters exist. You want to go help Israel? Let's go help Israel. We'll do it as individuals. I've said for the last year, we are not our government. But if you put a progressive in office at a time of economic collapse, at this point in human history, you will lose the Constitution. You'll lose it all. You'll lose your freedom. Then you go try to help out Israel. You really think the progressive... Name the progressive that loves Israel. Name them. Name them.
There are none.
Good. Thank you. Is Newt Gingrich a progressive?
Yes.
Okay, so tell me how that all works out. He may be the one flash of brilliance that loves Israel, but he's not going to be a dictator or a king, is he? If he's gone and you've got a giant progressive government, what do you think happens? Look, Lisa, this is the end of the road. This is what I've been saying is coming. This is why you're upset with me, and I understand it. I do. But I'm frustrated because
I have my Bible and I have you. I literally, that's where I go to, and it just took me back to hear you say that.
I know, Lisa.
Well, and you didn't say for sure you would vote for Ron Paul.
Over Newt Gingrich. I would. I would be on my knees and praying.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Hard.
That's specific. Yes. And I think to one other point that we're not really discussing here is the vast majority of people I think would agree with this is that we're not choosing between Newt Gingrich and Ron Paul. You're choosing between Newt Gingrich and Barack Obama, because if you vote for Ron Paul, if there's a third party, likely Barack Obama is going to get reelected.
I think that's a big problem with a lot of people. If Newt Gingrich is the guy, there will be a third party. I can guarantee it.
And can we
guarantee it?
Can we just remember that we're not down to that choice yet?
Right.
This is the primary.
Yes.
We still have Michelle Bachmann, and we still have Rick Santorum, who will be on the show today.
You have everybody. Everybody is less of a progressive than the guy who is touting Andy Stern, Theodore Roosevelt, and FDR.
Yeah.
I mean, my gosh, we've
have a lot of options.
Jeez, man.
Yeah. Heaven help us.
Back in a second. Indeed.
Yeah.
Heaven help us. Our sponsor this half hour is...